Hi, uh, let's see how can we create appraisal sessions for an employee. So currently I log in as HR manager in the ERP, and here we have certain apps, and to create an appraisal or to generate an appraisal session, we have to open is the appraisal application. So here we have the appraisal application, and this is the home screen, and where we can see already an appraisal session is open. Like the appraisal form is sent through email for the test employee demo, and here like that we can just grab and drag and drop this appraisal session just like a task. So once this appraisal is done, we can just move to done state. So if we want to make more stages in this appraisal, we can just click on add a column, and just we can enter the stage name to add a session, add a stage, and we can grab that drag this appraisal to that particular stage. Now let's create a new appraisal form or appraisal session. For that we have to click on create, and we have to select the employee. So I'm creating it for test employee demo, and we have to set an appraisal deadline. So what is the final date to complete this appraisal? Let's say it is for the 10th February. Then here we have a plan, like for who else need to be in this appraisal. So let's say we need a manager, the employee, and if you want to add a collaborator, we can add that also. And so let's say these are the two manager and employee should be in this appraisal. And next one is we have to select the appraisal form. So here we already have an appraisal form, so this should be created inside the survey app. So for now let's save this appraisal and go back to apps and click on surveys. So we open the surveys application, and here we have to create the survey form. So appraisal is basically a survey sent to the employee to gain feedback from the employee. So let's click on create, and let's give the title as appraisal form 2, and we can select who is the responsible person for this survey. So I selected myself, which is the HR manager, and here we can add the questions. So let's click on add a question, and here we can enter the question here. So let's say, are you satisfied with the work environment? So that is the question. Okay, so we can have multiple question type options here. So we can have multiple lines text box, single line text box, numerical value, etc. So are you satisfied with the work environment? So this will be a yes or no question. So for that we can have a multiple choice, only one answer question. So it will be either yes or no. So we can enter the answer here like yes and no. So the type we selected is multiple choice, only one answer. So that means here we can also see the preview of what will be the and question type. So we can see there are multiple answers here, and only one answer can be selected. So first one is a yes or no question, and here we can have description here, like we can just enter something here and it will be displayed in the appraisal form. And in the options we can make it a mandatory answer, so the employee can't skip this question. And also if he's trying to skip this question, we can display an error message, and we can modify that from here too. And this is how should we display this question. So we can display it in a single column, and we can allow comments, and we can allow question time limit, etc. if it's a live session. So we can create live sessions also in the survey. So we created one question here. We can click on save and new to create another question. So click on save and new. So we can next enter another question, Let's I'm just adding a demo question here, and it is a multiple lines text box, so he can describe what he feels about this question here in this for this question. So here we can see the preview, how will the question will display, and in the answer we don't have to give anything because it is a multiple line text box type of question. In the description we can type anything, and in the options we can make this a mandatory answer, and we can click on save and close. So for this survey or for this appraisal form, we have two questions, and in the description we can give a description regarding this appraisal form, and in the end message we can give a message, thank you for taking the survey. And in the options we can set various configurations regarding this survey, so one page with all the questions or one page per section, like that. So let's say it's the one page with all questions, and in the progression mode we can make it percentage or number, like if currently we have only two questions, so if the employee completes first question, and the progression will be 50%, so like that. And we can set a time limit, so let's say the employee has to complete it in 5 minutes, and then show this have no scoring, so this is a survey, so there is no scoring. And so these are the basic thing that we need to configure regarding this appraisal form. So let's click on save, and let's go back to appraisal. So this is the test employee demo appraisal that we have to start. So in the state we can see it needs to be started, and let's click on edit, and let's select the appraisal form 2 here, appraisal form 1 here, and appraisal form reviewer for the manager. So let's select administrator for now. Sorry, administrator is not in this company. Let's select myself, and let's click on save. So once we send this, we can send this mail. So we can click on start appraisal and send forms, then this appraisal form will be sent to the employee. While clicking on start appraisal, we will be moved to the website or the web form where the appraisal will be starting, and here we can see the time limit for this survey is 5 minutes. Let's click on start survey. So let's say this is taken by the employee, so we can see a time limit here. Are you satisfied with this work environment? So let's say we are selecting yes and demo question. So this was the second question. We can enter something here and click on submit. And if you want to retry the appraisal, we can click on retry, or we can review the answers what we given as the answers. So we can see again, and let's go back. And here appraisal we can see the status is send mail, and here we can see one answer is already given. Let's see, and we can see who took the answer here, appraisal form 2 and partner email etc, and the status is completed. We can see that, and we can click on the question, and we can see the answer what the person given as the answer here. So that's how we can create a survey, and once we see the survey and once we see the answers, we can just go back to the appraisal form, and we can click on done here. So the survey appraisal is completed. After that, in the final evaluation, we can give edit, and we can give the feedback of this appraisal, and after that it will be done. So that's how we can create an appraisal in the ERP. Thank you.